Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and we're showing you an early way to keep playing Lightsworn post Banlist. So the Banlist hasn't exactly dropped yet, but we are able to get an idea of how we're going to play Lightsworn. And honestly, it's still pretty good. We've changed just a few key things, and it still makes the deck run pretty smooth. And we also have this brand new card, DD Crow, who is a dark monster, and he's easy to get in the graveyard, so he works out well with the archetype, and his effect is actually really strong. He's a hand trap. During either player's turn, you can discard this card to the graveyard, then target one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish that target. It works great on Shiranui. It works great on things that are trying to summon back from their graveyard, like even other Lightsworn. Very, very strong card, very meta. Plays with those graveyard effects, works great in this deck. So this deck is wildly streamlined, guys. We have 3 Raiden, 3 Lumina, then just one other Lightsworn card in Minerva, Bacon Saver to go along with our DD Crows, and then just 2 Chaos Levianeers. What we've surrounded that, we're going to be stuck to Charge of the Light Brigade. That's what's changed in the ban list. It'll be on the 2 limit. But what that also does is freeze up Cosmic Cyclone. Now, what does Cosmic Cyclone do? Draw Sense High Level, guys. Draw Sense High Level will let us get our one and only high level monster in Chaos Levianeer, but it's only 1,000 to use. So once the ban list actually hits, we can switch out these Galaxy Cyclones for some Cosmic Cyclones, maybe even make room for 3 Cosmic Cyclones, and that way you're getting Draw Sense High Level super easy, you're getting Chaos Levianeer to your hand super easy. So then we just follow up with 3 Soul Recharge, and like I said, 2 Galaxy Cyclone. They could in the future be Cosmic Cyclones. Galaxy Cyclones work well with this deck because they work from the graveyard. But like I said, Cosmic Cyclone is going to be triggering your Draw Sense High Level. Draw Sense High Level at 1,000 is still pretty easy to trigger, so we're still using it, getting that Chaos Levianeer out. And like I said, guys, it's just wildly streamlined. We just have Lumina and Raidens, DD Crows for that back or the graveyard hate, and then a Minerva. Minerva does a few things for this deck. It gives us the level 3 Xyz monster in this dinosaur. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can detach 1 Xyz monster from this, and then inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Or we're going with just a basic Utopia, works out pretty well. But he also gives us level 6 Synchros. We're using Bryonic and Psyhemoth. But outside of that, it's just the Lumina Raiden plays for your basic level 7s. We have Michael, Black Rose, and Fortune Lady Every. So Michael's when you need that spot removal and maybe some milling from your deck. She's your bread and butter, Lady Every. Really hard to get rid of, really aggressive against your opponent. And then if things are going really bad, you can just Black Rose the whole field and start all over. Maybe summon some Levianeers. So love DD Crow, guys. DD Crow is super aggressive, super out of nowhere since he's a hand trap, and really stops a bunch of your opponent's plays. You don't super rely on the Xyz summons, but it's good to have them in your pocket. And other than that, it's mostly Fortune Lady Every's coming right out. We're still as consistent. We still attack your opponent, and we still have Levianeer outside of all our Synchro monsters as a win con. So really, Lightsworn are going to be just fine. I really like 20 card versions of it, especially with Draw Sense High Level. We could get to those Chaos Levianeers super quick. Mill our whole deck super quick. We don't really run enough monsters to use a Judgment Dragon, so Chaos is our boss. And then yeah, simple Bacon Sabers, simple DD Crows, handling the graveyards. Still just as good, guys. Still just as fun. Lightsworn are gonna survive okay. I really thought they'd be dead, but they're gonna be perfectly fine. So if you guys love the archetype, just get yourself some DD Crows and hang in there. So thanks for watching, guys. Alright, here's Tyranno Hassleberry. We're going first. Sorry, we're going second. He's going first. He's got a Slifer sleeve there, and that's all he cares to use. We got 2 Raiden, a Charge, and our Chaos. We are fighting Karakuri. Starting with the Merchant, searching Kunamzan. Bringing out Kunamzan. Using him as a tuner. That's a Beret. Beret's got a special summon something. He chooses Ninishi. Caches the Ninishi for a second Merchant. That's going to give him a second search. Once he normal summons it. gonna go into that super heavy samurai monster, get a merchant right back to his hand after he searches his Karakuri cache. So pretty fantastic opening for our boy here. Like I said, gets that merchant back, sets some back row, calls it a turn. Now we aim for the money slot with this Galaxy Cyclone, and he actually bluffed us with the cache. Super annoying. But we're gonna recharge that Raiden down, recharge that Raiden down, pull into Illumina. Minerva's gonna mill one more. She gets that Bacon Saver. Charge the Light Brigade with nothing to search. Can you believe that? But we already have Illumina in hand. All the other Luminas are in the graveyard, guys. He's gonna cache that Lumina. But then we're gonna show him an even bigger boy with our Levianeer. We banish our other two Lumina and our Minerva. So this is all the synchro we're gonna have. We use our Levianeer's effect to special summon. We banish 3 light. That means he could special summon the Raiden. We don't have to mill anymore from 3 in our deck. Now we get our girl, Fortune Lady Every, to try to swing, but he hits us with a cache. Now Beret's gonna switch our Levianeer to 0 defense, but we have Bacon Saver to save our bacon, so we're just fine. We're gonna be able to keep swinging. Fortune Lady Every banishes the Beret, swings over the Musashi. Now we should have swung into the Isamu first. Obviously I didn't know he was down there, but we should have swung into the face down. Then we could have decided whether we wanted to destroy the Ninishi or the super heavy samurai monster. Here he's going with a merchant, searches that equip card that lets you bring a monster back. He's going to bring Kunam Zom. Now he probably thought it would be a tuner, but it is not a tuner. So he has to go into his Burrito. Now with Burrito he's going to bring out another Kunam Zom. Once again, he's not a tuner, he's just a normal level 5 monster. So no continuous plays. And at 3,200, 3,000, our boy wants none of it and time limits us out. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here's Nishizu. Let's see what she's got first. We're going first. She's using a red mat with some black rose sleeve action. We have a charge and a solar recharge. So we mill a bunch of monsters. Search Illumina, search a Minerva. We have a DD Crow. We're gonna throw away the Bacon Saber with the Lumina. Bring out a Raiden. We're at 8. I'm pretty content with what's in our graveyard, so we're gonna leave it. Go into a Fortune Lady Every. Sit there in defense. Very classic play of Lightsworn. He sets 3 back row. Fortune Lady Every's effect goes off. That triggers his Divine Wrath. Throws away an Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. We gotta just set our Minerva and call it a turn. He's going to end phase. That's going to have us bring out our Fortune Lady Every back just by banishing Lumina. 3 DD Crow in our hand. We better see use. Now with 3,200 and 800, we're swinging for lethal here, obviously. He waits for the Minerva, tries the Ancient Gear Reborn, bring back his Reactor Dragon. We chain DD Crow, banish his Reactor Dragon, and hit him for a smooth, clean lethal. You'd be surprised how many decks DD Crow affects, guys. People use the graveyard. Great stuff. Alright, here's a Loomis and Umbra. We're going second. 22 cards on our boy. We have Bacon Saver. Got our DD Crow. Sets 2. We're going to use Charge of Light Brigade. Mill a Raiden and a Lumina. He's going to Providence us, so that would stop our search. We still get our mill. Threw away a Necro Valley. Probably would have been better to play the Necro Valley. So now we just get our Lumina out anyway. Mill a little more with our Raiden before we go. Then we go straight into a Michael so we can mill even more from our deck. We're going to banish his face down. It was a Shield Bearer. Then hit him for 26. Mill 4. We hit a Minerva to mill an extra Raiden. Now he's going to Light and Dark. Throws away a Silent Swordsman into a Decider. Now I'm pretty sure this boy doesn't know how Decider works, because he has to be face up to not be attacked. Obviously face down he can't be attacked by high level monsters. Speaking of high level monsters, draw Sense high level, banish that boy, bring out our Chaos Levianeer, swing for a nice casual lethal. Great stuff, guys. And keep in mind, even if he had a Kiteroid, let's just say he randomly had a Kiteroid, we could have DD Crow'd after the first instance of Kiteroid, removed the Kiteroid from the graveyard, then finished him off with our other monster. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Bandit Keith. Going first. Let's see what our boys got for us. Using just blue sleeve and mat there, with some graphics a little bit. Starting with just that first turn Raiden. Mill a little, then mill a little more. Get a Bacon Saver and a Galaxy Cyclone, as well as a Lumina. Boy, sets 3 and a monster. Pretty daunting turn. We're going to Galaxy Cyclone the money slot. Hit a Bluff in Monster Gate. We're going to Solar Recharge that Raiden away. Draw into a Lumina. Very useful. Now we're going to banish DD Crow and our Raiden to bring out Chaos of Ioneer. Going to use his effect to destroy 2. He's going to hit us with the Balista Squad. He is Infernity. Destroys our Ioneer. We destroy his other back row, which was an Infernity break. Then we bring out Lumina. She's going to bring out Minerva. Now with Minerva, we have the option of our level 3 Xyz or a level 6 Synchro. Either of our level 6 Synchros would give us lethal with Bionic Dragon or Psyhemoth. Probably go with Psyhemoth because we had nothing to return with Bionic Dragon. So I mean, we have Psyhemoth sitting on the field that's going to banish your opponent. It's way more useful. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing an Odeon. Let's see what our boys got for us. Probably a lot of traps. We're going first. No Sleever Mat. So not the greatest hand. We're going to start with our Charge of Light Brigade. Search a Minerva because we milled all 3 of our Raiden with that. Can you believe that? So we had to use some Minerva for the Solar Charge. Mill even more. That's a Lumina. Brings out the Raiden. That's a Synchro in Fortune Lady Every in defense mode. Call it a turn. We have a Chaos and a DD Crow to back us up. Now we're fighting Stellarknights, guys. Let's see what they can do. Deneb searching Altair. Vega's out there. Sets 2 back row. Doesn't do an XZ summons. Telling me he has his counter traps. Now her effect is not optional. It has to happen. So he's going to hit us with a Fiendish Chain. Unfortunately for him, we milled some Galaxy Cyclones, so we have some Galaxy Cyclones to pop that Fiendish Chain. But first things first, we want to see what else that other back row is. We're going to special summon our Chaos of Ioneer. It is a Floodgate. That's no problem. Let him be Floodgated. Now we hit Galaxy Cyclone. That frees up our Fortune Lady Every. Swing over the Vega. Now we're just waiting with this DD Crow for that Altair, guys. Just waiting for him. Here he comes. We're going to banish the monster he's trying to summon. We say no way, eat the DD Crow. He has to go into a Tsukiyomi in defense. Now he tries to throw away his hand, gain even more, sets 2 back row, but sees it's futile and scoops. Great stuff, guys. So DD Crow's just hitting everyone, guys. He hit Altair, you saw him hit some Ancient Gear. He's obviously going to hit Shiranui. People use their graveyard. People super use their graveyard in this meta in all sorts of decks. So DD Crow's a very strong card. He's a hand trap, very sneaky. Dark Monster works great with graveyard effects on his own. Fantastic addition to Lightsworn. Really just brought the deck back to meta relevance, as well as a Cosmic Cyclone draw sense high level. Super great stuff. Lightsworn still has a future, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.